welcome to Let's Go Farming. My name is Mutsinta Nyanga and today we are in Libuyu area at Sibalwa Farms here in Livingstone, and we'll be talking to Mr. Felix Daka, who is the okra farmer. Stay tuned as we talk to him. Now we are joined by Mr. Daka, who is the okra farmer. How are you, sir, and welcome to Let's Go Farming.
I'm fine, thank you. How are you too?
Okay. Before we go into details of the okra, give us a brief background about Mr. Daka. Who is Mr. Daka?
Mr. Daka is Felix, the other name, and he used to work for Eagle Travel as a barman. From there, Eagle Travel went into liquidation. Indeed, I joined the cross-border business, where I was doing cross-border and bar owning. When COVID-19 came, borders were closed and bars were closed. I thought of what else can I do for me to look after my children and my family. I thought of joining the farming family. Indeed, I discovered that at A1 there was a chance for me to do farming, and I came to Sibalwa Farms at A1 in the Libuyu Nasanzu zone, where I'm doing okra farming. Okra farming is a very good business. It is good in the sense that you don't run out of money. You always have money in hands. Been planting okra since 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. Now I'm in 2023 with experience. And these others, yes, they are there to spice okra, but my main business is okra.
Right, I can see you're passionate about okra. Maybe you can now show us, we're going into details, you show us on how you plant your okra.
Please let me demonstrate on how we start preparing the land to plant okra. Okay. Yes, this is the land that we needed to prepare, and in the preparation, first till the land, then that's when you start the whole program. Let me show you how we till the land to prepare. Why we are doing it like this? Every plant want to be planted on the soft land. The soft land is treated like a mattress for the plant. You have to be very passionate in order to produce a very good plant. A healthy plant will determine the size of the fruit you are going to harvest. So in every case, you need to prepare the land with passion. See to it that you make a place where you are going to plant soft, so that it gives you a good plant, and that will determine the good fruit. Okra farming, you start with preparing the land, and this is how we do it. Exactly, when you do good preparation, indeed you're going to have a good plant. You as well going to have good fruits. Indeed, it is going to give you good money. From my experience, okra, it grows well in the loam soil, loam sand soil, and it also grows well in the clay soil, depending on your preparations. In the clay soil, when you have not prepared it well, it does not grow well, because the tapping root does not go down well, does not grow well. So when you grow it in the clay soil, you need to prepare the land just like I'm preparing. I'm making this land soft for my okra to grow. You can see how the hole is getting deep. Look, meaning that even the okra fruit or plant will grow well.
my okra is very commercial. It's not for domestic use, but very commercial. I plant them in stages. I plant them in stages in the sense that I don't just plant everything at one time because I don't want to miss out cash in my hands. You know, when you are used to touch money, you need to stage them so that money does not run away from your fingers. So there's this planting stage. I planted the other one another stage in which I'm going to show you. Otherwise, okra, very good business. It's good because your hands does not run dry. Just like I stated, farming needs passion because plants do not need competitors. Once you plant, a plant wants to be independent and enjoy the fertilizer and fertility of the land alone. It grows faster than having some competitors, and the weeds are part of the competitors to the plant. So in this case, once you till your land, after tilling your land, make sure that the place that you have tilled and the line that you have prepared is clean, just like I'm doing. I've done this. I'm now removing grasses, making sure that my plants are not going to have another necessary competitor, which has not been planted by me. I was demonstrating on how to till the land, to prepare the land so the land becomes soft. And indeed, the additional thing was to clear the weeds that were with the soil whereas I was tilling. So now from here, I want to go and see, because the watering of my plants, I use my drip lines. So where I've already put some drip lines, I believe this time the land is wet, ready for planting. Let's go and see. I demonstrating how we plant okra on the soft land, which has already been watered and it's wet with the drip lines. I like them because they are soft. And the planting of okra, we plant exactly where the water drops in order to minimize the wastage of water. Let's go and see. You see how we plant okra on the wetted land with the drip lines. Just like I stated that my drip lines, I bought them special for okra, and the distance is 20 centimeters apart. And what I do is I open the planting point with a stick. This is what I do. Exactly where the water drops, that's where I put the hole to throw in a what? A seed. Now from here, I now want to drop a seed. I plant a seed now. This is the variety of seed that I plant. The type of seed is a hybrid. It is a Advanta. Hybrid is in the category of F1. This seed, it matures early. It only takes 2 weeks from, it only takes, in hot season, it takes 4 to 5 days to germinate. But a season like this one, it will take a maximum of 14 days, minimum of 10 days, because the land is cold. From there, when it germinates, it takes 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, it will start indicating the flowers. Eventually, in the 40th day, it will start showing you the fruits. When the flowers opens, 3 days later, it will show you a fruit. After showing you a fruit, it will only give you another 3 days. The fruit matures. So that's the advantage of the F1
seed. F1 is the best seed one can buy as a okra farmer. So now I drop the seed exactly. I drop a seed exactly where I opened a hole for a seed. I don't care even if I haven't buried it, water will bury it. But the planting, I don't plant two at one time. Every hole requires one fruit or one seed. When I'm not satisfied with the falling of a seed, I also correct it. Okra seed has got less enemies. Even if you plant it and it's still, you can still see it with your bare eyes, water will bury it, no any predator will eat it, not even birds, because it is medicated. When you properly do this business, of course, it will give you results, expected results, just like you have shown your passion when planting it. This is how we plant okra seed. To those of you who have a small garden at the backyard, please apply this method. You will not complain because you will not spend much more money on the seed or on the okra or on the radish. Okra is a very good radish. It gives the appetite to consumers. Equally me, I like it. Even when people are enjoying beefy and other food, I enjoy more eat with the okra side. Especially fried okra is very rich for your bodies. Okra is pure vegetable. Thank you. Now I want to go and show you a next step we take after we planted, because I earlier said that I planted these things in stages. So the next stage, I want to show you where I planted the recently germinated okra seed. Thank you. At the third stage. The third stage is that the plant okra germinated some 2 weeks ago. Now, because of the season we are in, you can see the size of the plant. It is small, and it took another 2 weeks to germinate from the soil to where it is now. Now, this stage where we are, the plant needs fertilizer. And this fertilizer that we apply, you can see it's some areas it is 20 centimeters, some areas it's more than 20 centimeters due to the season we are in. In some areas it did not germinate. In some areas it germinated well. As an okra farmer, you don't get frustrated because of the germination in this season. It's a very season that is going to give us good money because there are fewer competitors because of the difficulty that we are going through as an okra farmer. So what we need to apply now is fertilizer. Fertilizer, we don't just apply fertilizer anyhow. Once we apply fertilizer very closer to the plant would definitely be burned by fertilizer. So we give it a little bit of 3 to 4 centimeters away from the plant. Then we plant a size of any bottle or any lid of a bottle. A lid can be a lid of fruticana, it can be a lid of any drink apart from Coca-Cola and the other one. It's just too small. Between a plant and where you drop the fertilizer, supposed to be centimeters. But in this case, we are not going to dig a hole to put fertilizer because we are using drip lines. Drip lines, water does not flow. Drip lines only makes the land wet. So as it makes the land wet, the fertility of the fertilizer will still reach the roots of the plant. So here I'm applying now fertilizer to my plants. In most cases, because of time, what we do is I cannot go with one line at one time, but I take 2 lines at one time, because in between my left side and my right side, my hand can reach. We make sure that if it is at a distance that it will not burn the plant. To avoid burning the plant, we are giving it a distance. Where it did not germinate, we still come back and plant, because it's a game of no surrender, no retreat, no surrender. In this business, we don't have to surrender. Cannot afford fertilizer. Those that have small gardens at the backyard, they are also have a right to plant okra. And indeed, of course, they may not be able to buy a bag of fertilizer because it has got a cost. They can even use chicken manure. They can as well use cattle manure. In fact, with cattle manure has got an advantage because bondwe will be added to it, because the cattle manure moves with the bondwe. The fertilizer we have applied, what's supposed to follow next is the booster. This booster, there's what they call Omnia booster and the Grower booster. These 2 boosters are almost the same. You buy Grower booster, it is in the powder form. You add it in the sprayer. You start spraying. When it is 3 weeks, you start spraying a booster. When you boost it in 3 weeks, it will start giving you indication of flowers. 3 to 4 days later, the flower opens. Once it opens, it will give you 3 days, giving you a fruit. In that 3 days, one can start now getting a first harvest. In 2 weeks' time, we need to come and see the results from the fertilizer that we have applied. Of course, expected results is a very good growth of my plants. From here, I want to take you to the final stage. From there, I will explain what takes place in the final stage. We are now at the final stage. The 4th stage is the final stage, where we applied fertilizer. After applying fertilizer, the plant has given us results. And the results is that it is now flowering, which eventually, when you seriously look at these plants, you find some plants have small fruits, which has not reached the plucking stage. So now, the most important thing to do at this stage is spraying. As you can see, we are in the cold season. There are 2 challenges. It's either it's gas disease, also is hit by the coldness. As you can see, some of the plants are drying up because of coldness, like this one. But we have not lost hope on this one. It will still germinate after we spray. Even this one. This is coldness. Even the folding up is coldness plus some diseases. So all we want to concentrate on this time around is spraying. Spraying is supposed to take place every 7 days. We need to spray. Every 7 days we need to spray. And not spraying the same chemical, no. Because also the germs or these diseases, they get used to that chemical. So we keep on changing within the system of, within the advice from the agro dealers. I want you to see how we spray.
spray is not just like spraying, you are spraying mosquito, no. Spraying of a plant is different from spraying mosquito. What we do is as follows. Not just spray. We need to start from under, then come. In most cases, these diseases are hidden behind here. When you see the leaves are making a pocket, it's an indication of that there are some diseases that has attacked. There are some pests. There are some pests that have attacked the plant. So the pocketing is not entertained. So we start from behind, because this plant I planted is not. It was just ordinary. It was and this small portion was ordinary okra from the shop. It was not Chihuahua type of leaves. The Chihuahua type of leaves gives us a leaves that opens, just like calembla type of leaves. It gives us opens leaves. The open leaves are not difficult to spray, because once you spray, the chemical goes through the openings. But with this one, which is pocket, it holds the pest underneath, sometimes on top here. So when you just spray on top, the pest will be hidden underneath here. So we just turn the sprayer like this and spray here, then from there spray on top. Here we are done. After treating these plants, then what comes next is weeding. We make sure we weed. But what happens to weeding, first we give the plant a time, we give it off water for 2 days. Because the soil we are in is a clay soil. When it is wet, you can't weed well. But when it a little bit dries, you weed well, you will be able to remove these grasses. This is a small hole, which when we use it, we can maneuver around here without destroying the actual plant. Another alternative for this weeding is the weed killer. A bigger place like this one, we just applied fertilizer. We cannot manage to weed it using the small hoe or using casuals. In most cases, we use the snow magugu weed killer. Snow magugu clears, because snow magugu only kills the weeds with tiny leaves, and it reserves weeds with broader leaves. So meaning when we weed here, weeds like this one, weeds like this one will be dead. The system will die, including roots. But it will not kill weeds like this one, because it's broader leaves. So in most cases we apply, where we have a challenge like here, we apply snow magugu weed killer. This is how I grow my okra. It's very simple and straightforward. We have had experience where Livingstone okra traders were going to Batoka, Mamba Turnoff, to go and buy okra to come and sell in Livingstone. When we have what it takes to grow okra in Livingstone, let's put our hands together, work together, and certify Livingstone market with our Livingstone okra. For the sake of our kwacha secretion, we need to have enough kwacha in secretion within our self-Livingstone communities.
Oh, thank you so much. That was Mr. Daka showing us how to grow okra. I was very interested, very attentive, seeing every step. I'm sure the viewers, they are also following. We really appreciate sir for showing us how to grow the okra.
Thank you so much, madam. I'm
So-
also happy to visit us at our Sbarwa A1 farms.
Of course. And
Please.
before we go, sir, any word of encouragement to someone out there who want also to start planting
Of
okra?
course, I will encourage them because all we need is to certify Livingstone market to our Livingstone farmers. Let's invest into okra farming. It's easy. It's less disease. The only challenge that is in the okra farming is white fly. Once you overcome white fly, these others are simple to heal. Please, let's invest in okra farming. We have seen our members, our customers buying okra from Batoka, which is almost 300 plus kilometers, instead of buying within Livingstone where they spend less or no transport and they get to the market. It's a very good vegetable, okra. Okra is a very good vegetable. Please, fellow farmers, let's invest into okra so that our members are in good health, indeed our customers appreciate our services.
That's all the episode could accommodate. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Bye-bye.